Okay, let's get into it. For today's deep dive, we're looking at a really specific piece of gear that's kind of the unsung hero in a lot of big AV setups.
We are. We're talking about the WolfPack 1080p fiber input card.
Right. And this is the kind of thing you'd find in, say, a huge sports bar with screens everywhere, or even in a critical data center.
Exactly. And our mission today is really to figure out how this one component solves three huge problems all at once.
Mhm.
Distance, speed, and, reliability.
It's a lot to pack into one card. So let's start with the basic blueprint, connectivity.
Okay, so this is a modular card. It just slides into a bigger chassis like a 9x9 or even a massive 36x36 matrix switcher.
And it's a fiber card, which immediately makes you think about distance.
It absolutely should. I mean, this is the really impressive part. It uses a single-mode fiber cable, just a one-core LC connector, and it can push a full 1080p signal up to 6.2 miles.
6.2 miles.
10 kilometers, yeah.
Yeah.
That basically solves the distance problem for almost any venue you can think of. Zero signal loss, no latency.
Wow. I mean, that's incredible. You're talking about connecting buildings, not just rooms. And you mentioned it's plug and play, handling, what, over 10 gigs of data?
Up to 10.2 GBPs. But, distance is only half the battle. The next big thing is the switching speed.
Ah, the Swift switch. I saw that. That's their seamless switching tech, right?
It is. And that's the core feature here. We're talking about a switch that happens in 100 milliseconds.
1/10 of a second.
Right. Compare that to older switchers where you get that awful, 2 or 3 seconds of a black screen or some weird flicker while everything tries to sync up.
100 milliseconds is this.
Well, you wouldn't even consciously register that. So how do they do it? What's the engineering trick to get it that fast?
It's really a combination of things. It's about doing multiple jobs at the same time.
Okay.
So the engine runs the EDI and the HDCP handshakes, the content protection and display info simultaneously on the input and the output. But the real key is a frame buffer.
A frame buffer. So it's holding the signal for just a moment. Yeah. It holds the last frame of video during that tiny 100-meter sync period. So when the switch happens, there's already a picture ready to go. It's a clean cut.
I see. So it's essentially tricking the display for a fraction of a second so there's no interruption.
You've got it. That's the secret sauce.
That makes sense. Okay, so if speed is the magic, then what about reliability? Modularity has to be the answer there.
It really is. I mean, think about a casino or a university. Downtime is a disaster.
For sure.
With this, because it's a slide-in single-port card, if you lose a signal, you just pop out that one specific card.
And you're not shipping a whole giant matrix back for repair.
Exactly. You replace a $250 card, not a multi-thousand-dollar chassis. It's a huge saving in time and money.
Speaking of complex systems, what about control? How well does this play with the big automation systems out there?
Very well, actually. You can control it directly, dash RS2 through 2, web interface, apps. But more importantly, it's compatible with systems like Crestron, AMX, Control4, all the major players.
Which leads to a tip for end users, I imagine.
Oh, absolutely. Here's a big cost-saving tip for you. Buy the WolfPack hardware yourself, directly. Then, just hire a local integrator for the labor and the driver programming.
So you're not paying the integrator's markup on all the physical hardware.
Right. You can save, potentially thousands on a big system just by splitting the purchase of the gear from the installation labor.
So, to sum it all up, this deep dive really shows us how one card solves that triple threat. You've got the distance, 6.2 miles, you have the speed, 100 milliseconds, and you get the reliability from its modular design.
It's a real workhorse. But I do have one final thought for you, a critical one to keep in mind if you're ever designing one of these systems.
Go on.
This 1080p fiber card is just that 1080p.
Yeah.
You absolutely must not mix it with 4K cards in the same chassis.
Oh, interesting. Why not?
They run on totally different system clocks and need different frame buffers. If you mix them, the whole seamless switching capability, the stability, the entire system, it all just falls apart. Stick to 1080p across the board if you're using these.